And welcome back to Mining with Virii. Today's subject is one of the ones suggested by Linda Kujawa, who always comes up with great suggestions. Thank you, Linda, for your comments and your likes and being such a loyal fan. Today's topic is going to be guns. And more along the lines of what I would classify as gun control. It's kind of... Again, we've destroyed the world. Shaders, FTW. Long story short, you all know that I'm past military. So, when it comes to things like gun control and stuff like that, I kind of have a pretty big impression of how I feel about guns. You know, it's not something new for me. So, you know, a lot of people will ask me, well, how do I feel about guns in the house and all this type of stuff. And honestly, guys, I am one of those people that completely supports, guns. Now, the reason everybody talks about gun violence and all this type of stuff, that has nothing to do with gun control or owning a gun. If you look across the world and look at the different, England, okay? Perfect example. You can't own a gun. I believe there's some clause, like if you were prior military or something like. I think there's a stipulation that you can own a gun, but for the most part, you can't own a gun. Now, think about that as from a criminal perspective. Let's see. If I break into this house, I know for certain that the owner is not going to shoot me. So if I have a gun, because I'm a criminal and I don't have to believe in gun control laws and stuff like that, I'm just going to go in anyway because I'm going to have a gun. And, haha, sucks to be those people in this house because I'm about to steal all their money. Gun control doesn't work. A lot of people are like, oh my God, gun violence and this and that. No, gun control does not work. I don't care who you think, who told you it does or what system they're talking about, because it doesn't, because the only people who obey gun control, wait for it, are the people obeying the law. So, and yet they're using gun criminals, gun violence, gun-related violence and stuff like that, as the reason to support, gun control. Well, that makes no sense, because those guys aren't going to support gun control. Oh, it makes it easier for them to get guns. Please. How many criminals go down to their local store and be like, yeah, I'm looking for something that can, really lightweight, something I can, hold to somebody's back or something, or, something big enough that, it impresses them when I point it in their face. Yeah, that's not how criminals work. That's not how, that would be pretty cool, huh? But they don't work that way. They find a gun, they get a gun from, they steal a gun from somebody, they take a gun from a store, or they rob the store, whatever reason that they don't have, God, I'm running out of wood, what the hell? Whatever reason it was, that's, what they do. They sit there, and they're not going to sit there and buy legitimately. That's dumb. Let's be honest. If you were a criminal, would you buy legitimately? Heck no. You'd steal the crap out of stuff. That's just how it is. People, and I'm not saying that there should be no control on guns. I get it. I'm not saying that all gun-related crime is from criminals, because it's not really. But, if you look at it from a perspective of, oh crap. Really? Hey guys, I'm gonna go down this hole so I don't jump on you. I just noticed these little light holes in the ground. Those are kind of cool. They're like skylights. They're actually really cool. A lot of people are trying to use all this, as I said, the gun-related crimes. They're trying to use that as an excuse to better or force people to, oh my God, we need gun control laws because these people are bad. It's not the people. The criminals are going to get the guns regardless, guys. Let's be honest here. When has a law ever stopped a criminal? I know, right? It's like they listen to the law or something. I don't know. It's weird. Now, with that being said, I do believe in gun control in the sense of in the household. You know, we as adults should not be leaving our leave our guns around. There should be laws against doing that. I mean, if you're I hate to use the terminology, but if you're stupid enough that you're going to sit there and leave your gun out for your kid, then you should not own a gun. I'm a firm believer in this because you're an idiot. That sounds harsh, I'm sure, but no, you are an absolute idiot, and don't deserve to have kids, because kids are going to play with everything known to man, and guess what? A gun is shiny, it's heavy, and hey, if you touch it, the kid's going to want to touch it. So make sure, I'm a firm believer in locking up guns, locking up guns and stuff like that, which, is good. Now, with that being said, I also want you guys to consider something for me. And because a lot of people are like, guns, they're scared of guns, and legitimately, guys, guns are something to be scared of. But it's not necessarily being afraid of the gun, okay? It's being afraid of the wielder of a gun. Realize that a gun in no way, shape, or form is going to hurt you. The person behind the gun is going to hurt you. Really bad at this, guys. So when it comes to guns, the biggest thing you have to learn about guns is that you can't be afraid of the gun. You be respectful of the gun. And this is, something I've always believed in teaching when it came to guns and owning guns. People are like, "Oh, well, should I own a gun?" You have to respect a gun. A gun is a weapon. It's dangerous. Why are there light shadows? Oh, it's the windows. Okay. They're extremely dangerous. No joke, super dangerous. And well, I mean, that's what people want them for. So, instead of fearing it though, because when you fear things like that, you can make mistakes, honestly. You sit there and you're like, oh, you get jumpy or something like that, and that's how accidents happen. You just love my sound effect, guys. Yeah, I know, I'm good. I got this, guys. But learn to respect the gun. The gun is a tool. It's no different than a knife and some of that. If you take care of the tool, it's not going to harm you. It's not going to hurt you. However, if you don't take care of it and you treat it like crap and you just whatever, you do your own thing, then it's going to come back and it's going to hurt you a lot, because it's not biased. That's the thing about guns, is they are not biased. They will take you out if they get the chance. It's not them taking you out, it's you taking you out because you're not being cautious enough for it. But it's one of those things of shoot. Yeah, I had my thought, guys. I had my thought. It was working in my head, and it stopped. Ugh. Is it nighttime yet? No. Okay, let's craft these up real quick. Guns. I remember it was about guns. Man, I'm sorry, I'm a little absent-minded today. I've got air conditioning being installed, so the whole studio is being shut down today. And so I don't even know when this video is going to go up, because I'm recording it this morning, but it takes me hours. I also found out yesterday that apparently I wasn't uploading in 60 frames. I was only uploading in 30 frames, and I'm like, crap. And I'm just it's been one of those days, guys. It's been one of those days. But anyway, that's nothing to do with anything. Yeah, so guns, honestly, here's what I suggest. If you're interested in learning about guns, and I suggest everyone learn about guns, go to your local firing range, just take a class. Why? because you never know when you might need one. You know, when you're, like, we live in the desert, so when we go out, not hunting, but, in the UTV, out into the desert and actually just kind of go out and explore. I like that. I kind of like how that looks in here. I figure out what to do for windows. When we go out into the desert and do some exploring, we bring a firearm with us because, you know, there are wild animals that could attack us. I mean, there's a lot to it. I mean, you know, it's a dangerous world, guys. One man. Sorry. I told you, I've lost my mind. It's gone. I don't know what happened. Okay. I should really put some sort of entrance in here, but we'll get to that another day. But yeah, always learn the gun. You know, it's never a bad idea to learn how to shoot a gun. And because you never know when you need it. I'm not saying learn like, hey, I'm, you know, gonna go shoot a bunch of people up. No, I'm not talking about learning a gun like that. Learn it simply just to learn how it works so that you can, you know, better understand it. You know, think about it as a tool. You know, or think about it as a video game. You know, yes, a lot of people jump into video games without any idea how to play the game, and it takes them ages to figure out how to actually use the gun. And then you have people, you know, that when they find a game, sorry, the game, not the gun. They find a game that they really like, and before they even play the game, they go through and go, well, let me learn about this game a little bit. Those are the people that are, you know, that become better at the game because they actually spend the time to understand the game. Yes, I know I'm throwing a video game logic in with a gun. They're two completely different things. I'm well aware, guys. I'm probably going to get flack for that, but understand that I'm using the mentality of it, not the game itself. The mentality stays the same no matter what you're doing. If you sit there and, you know, learn to cook, you have to learn to respect fire. That's the big one. If, you know, so it works the same way. For a gun, it is no different. Guns they're dangerous, but they're not, you know, they're not wicked. They're not evil. They're not violent. The gun, if you are respectful of it, won't hurt you. You take care of it and follow the proper procedures, it's not going to hurt you. That's just how guns work. So, you know, make sure when it comes to guns and, you know, if you're in like a household and stuff like that and you're the owner of the gun, protect the gun. That is very important, guys. Protect the gun. Now, you notice I didn't say protect the person. That's because it's not the person's fault. Or it's not the, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. It's not the gun's fault. It's the person using it. So, protect the gun from children. Protect the gun from random people. Protect the gun from your friends getting drunk. Protect the gun from, you know, you protect that gun from people, and it will protect you. I don't have a lot more to say on when it comes to gun-related stuff, guys. I will like to make mention to make sure you guys leave some more comments. I need some more topics, because as awesome as Linda Kujawa's comments are, they're going to run out, or the topic list she gave me, they're going to run out soon, or eventually. So, that's all I got for this Thursday, guys. I'll see you tonight, streaming some League of Legends. Hopefully this video goes out actually today, so that actually made sense, but it probably is. I don't know. Guys, it's just weird. Hey, can I breed up more dogs? I don't think we want to breed up more dogs. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys later. Goodbye!